Here is also a very interesting position. Black to move, he's pawn down, and there is a pawn race. So h pawn is running up, and that may give some chances to make a draw. And how to make a draw? Well, it's not that easy to calculate everything. Well, especially in the pawn races, sometimes you need to rely on the intuition, and sometimes just king g3 or king g2. Sometimes you just need to pick at random or trust your intuition or feel when you can win a tempo and then hope for the best. So here king g2 was played in the game, and that wasn't the best move, because after rook h6 the pawn is running h3, a5, let's see, and now h2. So yeah, I think a6 was even better, but rook h2 was fine, king h2, a6, and black's rook is not able to catch those pawns. So let's see, a few more moves, king g3, a7, rook g8, and the king is coming, and black's king is way too far away to help. So yeah, that was it. I mean, black could give a check, but then king comes to b7, whoops, king b7, trade on a8, king a8, and the b pawn is running. That's game over. However, as I said, in this position black could still make a draw with the move king g3, because at first, well, there are always some advantages and disadvantages, and king g2 looked very logical because, well, it feels like we are helping our pawn to promote, but after this king g2, rook h6, h3, we are actually not having a big threat. I mean, the pawn is running, but with the move king g3, now let's say rook h6, h3, there is a big threat. Because if white goes a5, what black can do? Well, he's not coming h2, because then after rook h2 we'll transpose back to the game, and that's a lost position. Black can play rook to h4. And now, well, if we trade, well, it is black's pawn who is faster, and actually black is winning, because a6, h2, a7, h1 queen, and okay, if you queen, the queen will capture. Whoops, not here, of course, just queen will capture. And yeah, white's king is too far away to help the pawn, and this would be lost, even lost position. So after rook h4, it would be white who needs to be more careful to take a draw. That's why after h3, as rook h4 is a threat, white would have to play rook h3, essentially losing a tempo compared to that previous variation. So king takes h3. Still, I guess in the game it's not easy to calculate whether it's a draw or not, but you need to compare the lines. So compared to the previous line where the king was coming to g2 and the pawn had to go all the way to h2 to be taken, we won a tempo as black, and this tempo could save a game. So after here, let's say a5, well, we can play even rook g1 just to play from behind, and now just run with the king g4, let's say a7, the rook is coming from behind, and king b6, and you see white, it will take quite a lot of time to promote, and the king can just come closer here. Now you can promote, but then the king will catch the b pawn easily. So let's see, b5, still black is in time, like b6, king c5, getting in touch with the pawn on b6, and that would be enough for a draw. So I think that was very interesting Rook Endgame, and I hope you could learn something from it. And now I think the round is about to start, so back to you.